Hey guys, Prison here, and I'm going to be profiling my Performage deck profile today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, to start it off, I run 3 Performage Trick Clown. He's the main engine of the deck. Whenever he hits grave, you're going to pay 1,000, especially from him back. Helps you spam with rank 4s, which is pretty much what the deck does. Then I run 2 Hat Tricker. This one helps you spam just a little bit more. It helps you go into rank 4s that take 3 instead of 2. It's just pretty good. Just gives you an extra special summon, and it being a spellcaster is really important. You do need to run a little bit of more spellcaster names some of the cards you run. Instead of a third hat tricker, I run 1 Mirror Conductor because I do like its normal summon effect of being able to swap attack and defense to help me swing over big monsters. With like other XYZs I have. On top of it, his pendulum effect isn't too bad. Then I run 1 Nefarious Archfiend Eater of Nefariousness. Ridiculous name. He's really good, especially if you have like a Performage Hat or Performage Trick Clown. So like if you summon him, special summon. He can special summon because you control spellcaster. It helps you XYZ really easy. On top of that, if he's in your graveyard and you have like the main combo like Trick Clown face up, during your standby phase, special summon him, pop the Trick Clown, pay 1,000, bring him back. You can overlay. So just by having 1 monster out and him in grave, you can still overlay, which is really nice. Alright. And the mirror, that was that was all the Performage you run in the deck. Sorry about that. 1 Inary Fire. If you have a spellcaster type, it just lets you special summon. It's got the same effect as the Trick Clown, except you don't have to pay 1,000. If it gets popped by Nefarious Archfiend Eater of Nefariousness, you can special summon him. And you have an XYZ, and this is good with any of the Performages that you run. Just special summon him off of it. Next, one of the most other important cards of the deck is Jacobite. If you control spellcaster type, you can special summon him. So it works really good with King of the Feral Imp. So what'll happen is you have Performage out, like Trick Clown. You can just special summon him, instantly go into an XYZ, which would be your King of the Feral Imps, and then if you detach and search another one, you detach the Trick Clown off of it, search another one, activate the Trick Clown effect, special summon it, and you have 2 XYZs in 1 turn. Pretty good. Another 1 Gentlemander just gives me 1 more target for King of the Feral Imps, just in case, I've drawn into a lot of my Jacobites. And it's good at protecting your stuff. They try to attack over something you need to save, just they have to attack him. Saves it for a turn. I run 3 Goblinberg. If you open up with just like Trick Clowns or other stuff, it's kinda, and you don't open up the Jacobites or Nefarious Archfiend Eater and Inary Fire, you just normal summon Goblinberg, especially the one you already gotta play. And I run 1 Photon Thrasher as well, because it's a light, which is kind of important. It's Torment Beater. You can special summon if you normal summon 1 overlay. Going to something which is pretty good. I run 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. He's pretty good. If he's in your graveyard, you can just bounce 1 special summon him. So like if you summon Goblinberg, or not Goblinberg, if you summon Trick Clown and then special summon like a Jacobite, bounce a Jacobite to hand, special summon him, then special summon Jacobite again, you can go to, you have 3 of them already to overlay. It's pretty nice. I run 1 Doom Caliber Knight. Only reason I run him is because he's got a cool, just tribute, negate a monster effect kind of thing. He's just a good rank, or a good level 4, and he's got 1900 attack to beat over stuff. And the other one I run is 1 Fluffaleo. It's level 4. It's Earth, which is really important, so helps you go into Nat Beast, and he's a 2100 attacker when he attacks into something, which is pretty good to just get over stuff. Like a Thunder King or anything else your opponent has. Then I play the 1 Glow Up Bulb. A lot of the stuff I run here, especially like with the Nefarious Archfiend Eater, is an Earth, Hat Tricker, and so I run the Goblinbergs as well because he's an Earth. So like if you open up Goblinberg and him, normal summon special, and you have a Nat Beast. And the Leo. All their attributes, with them being Earth, with the Glow Up Bulb is a Nat Beast, which is pretty nice. So I run on him. On his spells, 1 Reinforcement because you have 4 targets. You have the Photon Thrasher or the 3 Goblinberg to just give you a free XYZ first turn, which is nice. 1 Upstart, power through your deck. 1 Book of Moon, just stop your opponent's plays, flip something face down and attack over it. And 1 Foolish Burial, this card's really good. You can send the Trick Clown straight to grave, and special summon with his effects, so you have an extra monster for a XYZ. You can send a glow up ball, get a sync off, or the last one you could send would be a Nefarious Archfiend Eater, because then you could send him straight to grave, and then use him from grave for the rest of the duel. Pop your opponent's stuff. Or pop your Trick Clown, XYZ. Run 2 MST. I know Twin Twister could be good, but sometimes I don't really like discarding. On top of it, it's a kind of expensive card as well at the moment, so just run the MST. It still gets the job done. It'll get over. Back row that you need to get out of the way. I run 2 Dark Hole. This deck is kind of vulnerable if your opponent gets like really set up. Like this deck can also spam, but it's hard to get over really established boards, so having just the Dark Holes to clear board. Pretty nice. Play 1 Breakthrough Skill, just to stop monster effects, and then while it's in the grave, you can banish it to negate a monster's effects, so you can swing over it or get rid of it. And I play 1 Divine Wrath, because the discard effect isn't really going to matter if you have like, you know, Trick Clown, just send him to grave, you'll pay 1,000, special summon him. And it's pretty good with like Buster Dragon for ABCs and other stuff. You can activate Divine Wrath, and they can't chain their effect to it to save their monster, so it'll die. They 1 Deep Prison. It does target, but it banishes it, so it gets rid of problem cards. And these 1 Mirror Force. So some new attacks. It's not as good anymore, like almost at all, but it's unexpected if you run the 1, and it can ruin some decks' days just to clear their board. So you can attack them directly for game or go off. And then I play the 1 Storming because it doesn't target, doesn't destroy, bounce everything to hand. Got that in there. 1 Torrential. Pretty good just to clear board. On top of it, if you know you clear a Trick Clown or you clear XYZ with Trick Clown, you can just pay 1,000, special summon him back. And then you still have monsters your opponent doesn't, you can go off. 1 Solemn Warning, Solemn, negate a monster summon. And then this is one of my techs. I main deck 3 Imperial Iron Wall. This card's really good. At least for this deck in the current format. Neither player can banish cards. In your deck, you don't banish anything, so it doesn't hurt you at all. But like Burning Abyss can't use Farfa or Barbar. ABCs can't play their deck. Cosmos can't play their deck because they can't banish stuff to play their ships, or banish their pilots play ships, or ships play pilots. It's just really good, and it doesn't touch you. Just a floodgate for your deck. 1 Trap Stun. Sometimes you really don't want your opponent to get off back row because you don't want them storming you or like drowning or forcing or anything. It's really good to stop your opponent from doing that. And then 1 The Huge Revolution is over for Twin Twister. I don't play crap tons of back row, but the back row I do play I want to keep up, like especially Imperial Iron Walls and stuff. So they try to Twin Twister or Regekis or Dark Holes, they try to clear your board. Activate this, you negate it and banish that card. They don't get over you. That's it. 40 card main. Onto the extra deck, I play 2 King of the Fair Limps. I only run 4 targets, but I play 2 because if one gets solemn, I need the other one because that's how my engine runs. You go into him first to search out Gigabyte, so then you can reuse them with your Trick Clowns. But he's important. I run 1 Bujintai Tsukiyomi, because the Trick Clowns are lights, and you also have the Thrasher to use for it. Your Mirror Conductor is a light. Your Gentlemander is a light as well. All these cards are really good, can be used to play him. And then if you have a bad hand, you can just mill stuff to the grave, draw 2. Plus, if you mill like a Trick Clown or something else that works in grave, it doesn't harm you. So I'm just gonna go off there. 1 Castel to shuffle back problem cards and problem monsters. A Diamond Dyer to pop floodgates or monsters if you need to. Mainly floodgates. Abyss Roller for graveyard effects. It's really good. 1 Gaga Cowboy. It's for going for game. Like if you need to go for that extra little 800, it'll work. Plus its attack effect isn't too bad as well. So you got that in there. I run 1 Gem Knight Pearl. In this deck, you find yourself not wanting to go into your other ones as much because you XRZ so much, you don't want to go into the ones that you need for problem cards, like you need them for certain situations. So he's just a good generic 26 beater if you're just able to XYZ and need to do some damage. Or attack over like a Stardust or something. Pretty good. And if they skill drain you, he's also really good. 1 Trapeze Magician, because I do run a good amount of spellcasters. I think I run 6. So, and the main of them are, Performages, so they can work a lot. He helps you OTK. On top of, you can use his effect on your opponent's monsters. So, yes, they can attack twice, but they'll be destroyed at the end of the turn. Especially if you have enough defense, it wouldn't matter. And then when he dies, you special summon a Performage. So, usually like Trick Clown out of the deck. I run 1 Satellite at Deltaros. He's pretty good. He's my only 3 level 4s. he can pop something, but the real reason why I run him is so I can play Stellar Knight, Constellar Diamond. This card completely wrecks like Burning Abyss. They can hurt Cosmos, so because they play dark monsters. This is just like my answer for those kind of decks. It's just an ace card for them. Just play it, and then you negate a lot of their stuff. And it's really easy for you to bring out just 3 of them, like I said with Hat Tricker. If you know, like Jacobite Zephyros plays to get him out, and then play this over top for free. Play 1 number FO Utopic Future. This card's really good in this deck because none of the XYZs you play at all have numbers. Any of them. None of them have numbers. So you can overlay any 2 that you just have sitting there like dead King of the Fair Lamps after you've used them. Or any other card that you got out and just play him and he's a free snatch deal and you can just sit on him. My last 2 I run Nat Beast for Glow Bulb because it's Rex Pendulum decks and most decks nowadays don't run a lot of traps. And 1 Catastor just to make sure I can swing over anything, whether it's, as long as it's not dark. So, Burning Abyss, most of their monsters are light, like from the extra deck, or, you know, if you're playing against Blue Eyes, smash over everything. It's pretty good, it's just an answer for stuff. That's a 15 card extra. 13 XYZs, 2 Synchros. So, yeah. That is the, Performage deck profile on mine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.